All right, my friends. So, welcome back to my channel. My name is B. Just in case if you're new around these parts, welcome back. Just in case if you are familiar with how this goes. Um, I didn't say that right there, did I? Anyway, ciao. Life has been lifing for me, but hopefully everything has been great on y'all end. Don't worry about the empty space in the background. I plan on getting something to fill that in. So, I took down the old vision board. What you once saw was like my old vision board, and I'm working on a new one. I actually got to get around to that. So this week I'll actually carve out some time to getting around to it. And yeah, if you clicked on my face, if you're listening to my voice, and obviously you know why we're here, it's time for us to jump into our March messages. So this is going to be for March 2025. This is a timeless reading. So if you find this any of the years, bitch, in March, regardless of what year it is, there might still be some messages for you. Okay. Everything you need to know about me or where to find me on other platforms are down below in the description box. We are back on TikTok. That is fun. I'm actually a little bit excited, but I feel like deleting my TikTok kind of disconnected me from being on TikTok. So now I feel like I don't prioritize it the way I used to, but neither here nor there. I am back on TikTok. Definitely find us on our other platforms just in case if we get lost in the sauce some motherfucking where. And yeah, tarot classes are still going. Everything is everything. Life's good. You know what I mean? Life's good. You know what I mean? I have my coffee. I have been a little bit with the sniffles, so we gonna get through this the way that we get through everything. All right. I have a couple of oracle cards, a couple of tarot cards. Let's see what March has in store. I feel like February was a very interesting month for me. Just as far as self reflection, just as far as reflecting upon other people, the connections in my life, what I want out of life. Some interesting revelations, a lot of revelations actually. So, as we kick it off into Pisces season, happy birthday, Pisces, okay? For any of you that are watching, let's jump into what's in store. I feel like March is just going to be so crazy. We got what? Venus retrograde that kicked off on the 1st. We have Mercury retrograde in what? Pisces. I think that's coming up now. Um, we had like what we got next? Is it a new moon in Pisces? I think a new moon in Pisces. Because we had the full moon in Leo already. I think that was the one that just recently passed. Girl, so look, we just gonna see what's in the energy, what's going on. A lot of chaotic energy I've been hearing through the spiritual grapevine. So let's see what we have in store. Give us an oracle card. Let's just jump out. Let's just jump out until while we're here. So yeah, give us an oracle card. I didn't cleanse my hands. Sage with cinnamon. I've cleansed my hands. I've cleansed these decks. So let's see. I'm finally home. I feel like it's the third for me, March 3rd, 2025, where I am in the world. So I'm just now kind of getting on top of my routine. Again, this weekend has been really crazy. The leading up into today has been very crazy. Leading up into March has just been crazy. So I'm just now at a point where I'm recalibrating. I'm about to like take a cleansing bath, cleanse my room, redo some shit like before every season in the astrological new year. So yeah, a lot of things has been clearing out, making room for a lot of newness. It's been pretty exciting. Give me some oracle cards. Give me one or two oracle cards for what we can expect in March. What do we have going for the month of March? What is the tea? Peace with the white buffalo woman. Give me one more card. Like I should take one more. And cycles. Out of the gate, I do feel like this is making me feel like making peace with some of the cycles that's been in your life. Just out of the gate, bottom of the deck, we have self-trust with the, I'm probably saying this wrong, but Ryanon card. I'm not sure if that's how to properly pronounce this name, but generally it says self-trust. I know that the white buffalo woman is about making peace. Making peace with other people, making peace with yourself, making peace with where you are in life. Let me grab this book just so we can jump up out of it. Making peace with where you are in life. I know the Persephone card is about cycles. Understanding what needs to come to an end. Understanding what's coming to life before you right now. Okay? So let me see. I think this is the last name, if I remember correctly. I think White Buffalo Woman is like the last person. Yeah, it's the last person. Who's, I don't know. Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it says, White Buffalo Woman, you are encouraged to find a more peaceful and connected way to live. A regular spiritual practice will transform you for the better. Connect more deeply with your own rituals of peace. Okay, so this is a good time to really definitely do that. Excuse me. Not only that, but with the cycles card right next to it, it's kind of definitely giving me whatever isn't working. This is the time to really understand and work through what isn't working, right? Um, for instance, like myself, I think I've spent the past day and a half at one of my little boo things house or whatever. Uh, but I also kind of felt this overall energy of when I got back home. I was just like, wow, it really feels good to be back in your own space. And I also then at that moment had the idea to connect with what I was doing, really get back to my kind of routines. Because again, upon coming home, like I said, I haven't gotten into my monthly routine yet, but I'm at a space now coming back home. It's like, all right, cool, let's lock back in. Let's get to the monthly routine. Let's get back focused. Let's get back on this grind. Let's get back on this hustle, right? And I was identifying, like, even when I spend time at this particular person's house, I often fall into a very lazy energy where I just want to sleep and rest and just have leisure time. But then when I come back home into my own space, it's like, okay, let's lock it back in, right? So this is a good time to not only think about that, says this card. Okay, if you know me, you know I like to skip around. So to know me is to know we about to skip around. Okay. It says the white buffalo woman taught Lakota the right way to live and worship. She also introduced them to the sacred pipe and the profound ritual that accompanies it. Should the white buffalo woman walk into your life, she urges you to begin the development process and rituals to bring peace into your life. Peace of mind matters. Without it, we do not function at our best. Ooh, Jesus Christ. We do not function at our best. Peace permeates all things, not just peace between people, but peace between people and the earth and its creatures. Okay, I guess that's a no to anybody killing some spiders around here. Okay, because I know I'm number one. I hate when my spiritual team send me spiders. I'm gonna kill them every time. Please find another way to tell me what you're trying to tell me without sending spiders into my space. They are icky, they are weird, and they creep me out. But I'm working with being more peaceful amongst the creatures, right? It says it may be time to deal with certain people more peacefully, react in a calmer manner, or simply listen rather than to speak. These shadow aspects of this card. When we feel happy and peaceful, it is easy to extend peace to others. Real peace means peace from inside of us, radiating out unto all beings on the planet Earth. When we are angry with the world or we don't consider others, we radiate negative emotions and can attract more of the same from people around us. Taking time to feel and accept all emotions is the first step to peace of any kind. So yeah, this is kind of giving me already in March. This is a time to really start thinking about some cycles. This is kind of gearing more toward Mercury and Pisces energy to me. Mercury because is about how we think, right? But this can also attribute to Venus and Aries being retrograde. Venus and Aries has kind of been, at least for myself personally, has been giving me a little bit of a rambunctious woman energy, where it's very easy to transmute anger into or pain into like art or motivation and ambition, right? A lot of people, I've even seen this quote kind of floating around where it's like, if you ever really want to like go hard in the gym, get your heart broken. Or if you ever really want to transform your body, get your heart broken and then go to the gym. Like, it's very easy to channel that pain and that anger. Or there's a meme that's going around that says, no revenge because it all, I think I just screenshotted that too on my phone. No revenge because I used it all to fuel the life that I desired for myself, right? And it's kind of this sort of energy. But as of right now, it's kind of giving Pisces energy, with Pisces Mercury being potentially being more of a sad energy, if you know Pisces energy, and Aries energy potentially being a little more chaotic and destructive. This March energy is kind of giving, how well are you trusting yourself to let go of the cycles of destruction and really embrace these cycles of peace, right? Just like I said, it's very easy when you feel peaceful on the inside. It's very easy for you to push that out and generate it. But when you feel sadness, when you feel sadness, when you feel bitterness, when you feel anger, when you feel despair, when you feel depressed, when you feel insecure, it's very easy to also project that out, right? Now I said, think Pisces Mercury retrograde. Pisces Mercury is very much an energy, at least in my experience. Hands up, don't shoot. Right? At least in my experience, Pisces placements in general can be very projective. But what they hold on the inside is what they project onto other people sometimes, which they can also be victims of that, where how people can project things upon them. So it's like you have to be very careful. If you're insecure, you'll start to also project that onto other people, or people can project their insecurities on you, right? If you're the one being projected upon, this is also a good time to think about your rituals, right? The peace pipe is a thing, right? It just like you said, she taught Lakota how to live and introduced them to the peace pipe. The peace pipe is to bring what? Peace. To wave the white flag and to say, okay, look, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no hard feelings. I don't want no dealings. But this ain't just about peace amongst people. This is about peace of mind. This is about peace of heart. This is about peace and making peace and extending peace, being at peace within your own self. Bottom of the deck, we do have the trust card. It says self-trust. I don't know if y'all can read that, but it says self-trust. This is a good time at this month to really start also trusting that certain cycles and certain things that you're implementing are good for you. I feel like to wrap up February, I kind of also maybe acknowledge within myself of like how I realized that this mentality I have of feeling like people don't really fuck with me has allowed me to put myself in an instance as of recently to where I feel like now I'm in some way maybe self-sabotaging and making enemies, or putting myself in situations to make enemies where it's not really because I'm trying to do that. It's because I'm perceiving it one way and I'm projecting it out now. So I had to kind of check myself this week, or last week coming into this week. But, it's also something that I'm learning to make peace with. For one, I'm learning to not be afraid to make mistakes, but it's also kind of helping me understand that, like, again, making peace with that. People like me. It's okay. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to carry around feeling like people don't like me. That's a cycle that's not really helping me. And really trusting myself and understanding that I'm attracting in the right people, right? So it's kind of given that that's sort of the theme this March. Closing out any cycles that don't help you. It's time to really let that go. Any peace of mind, any peace of self, any issues against other people that you might have, you know what I'm saying? Now is in March is a time to really hone in and work on that. How are you bringing more peace into your life, especially with all of the chaotic astrological energy we have? Again, we have a new moon in Pisces coming up. We have Mercury in Pisces that's coming up. We in Pisces season. We have Venus in Aries that's coming up. No, the retrograde in Venus and Aries has already started, and that's going to be ingressing into Pisces. There could be a lot of chaotic, crazy, tumultuous energy. How are you finding peace within all of that? If you're the one finding yourself in Pisces season in this March feeling like people are projecting onto you, what are your spiritual rituals to maintain peace? Sometimes it's not even just about going to apologize. Sometimes it's not even just about how can I go over here and, peace of mind. Sometimes it's just about maintaining peace through your spiritual rituals. Sometimes it's not even about blowing a peace pipe for them, but containing a concoction for yourself. When's the last time you taken a spiritual bath? When's the last time, like I also told myself today that I haven't done like a floral wash. So for myself, I'm like, okay, I kind of feel like I'm in the mood, you know what I'm saying? Especially spring cleaning. I woke up with that on my mind last week. Like I randomly woke up, I heard spring cleaning. So it's time to start throwing some stuff away. It's time to start moving some stuff around. It's time to start making some space for some newness. But it's also time to really start deep cleaning and spring cleaning, which can consist of cleaning your clothes, cleansing yourself, right? When's the last time you gave yourself a deep spiritual cleansing bath? I ain't talking about just no little shower. I'm talking about really get in some water, get in some herbs, submerge yourself. Did a flow wash, did a foot wash for some of you. Like, these things are really important. So even if it's not just bringing peace as far as peace of mind, or oh, I ain't beefing with nobody, so this message ain't for me. Maybe you just need to get back into your spiritual rituals that bring you peace. If you know that you're not walking the way that you used to, go back on your walks. If you know that you're not doing your routine and Sunday rituals, then you need to make sure you get back to that. Even if it's self-care, after you self-care and you like, oh child, I just took an everyday bath, I just feel so at peace. When's the last time you've done that? And just really taking some time for you to say, okay, look, this is what brings me peace. This is what I'm about to really do today. Or I haven't written in a long time. I haven't gone on a walk. I haven't meditated, and meditation brings me peace. I haven't done any of my cleansing baths. I haven't done any of the stuff hanging out with my friends, and that brings me peace, right? Getting back into your rituals in March, the things that ground you, the things that keep you having peace, surrounding yourself with people that bring you peace are all going to be very, very, very important. Woman holding a coin fell out, and I was actually about to segue into pulling these, so I'll take that. Woman holding a coin fell out. Door to spirit fell out. So expect a lot of opportunities. Woman holding a coin next to door to spirit already also kind of gives me a lot of opportunities, and doors are about to be opening in March. Expect a lot of opportunities. Expect a lot of shifts and changes. I don't know why Uranus is coming to me. I don't know if Uranus has like an aspect or is making an aspect or something in March, or shifting or something. I know Uranus is supposed to be going into Gemini sometime this year. I don't really know like when necessarily that's supposed to be, but it's kind of giving, expect a lot of like doors to open, especially as it pertains to, if not like your sense of stability person watching, then it could just be your financial status. Woman holding a coin is like the Queen of Pentacles. It's essentially like, again, your stability, your coin, your finances, your sense of security, right? Expect a lot of good changes. You might see a lot of doors opening and a lot of opportunities coming in. Happy family is here. I know you can't really see it with this glare, but let's see. Excuse me. Happy family is here. Angel of balance is here. And then the journey is here. I'll actually put these at the bottom because I feel like these are a different message. Bottom of the deck, we do have the crown chakra card. So pay attention to the downloads, okay? You might be seeing a lot of downloads during this month. Also, I'm kind of getting, pay attention to like your crown chakra. I know sometimes for me, I'll kind of like feel like a tension sometimes, but you have to kind of differentiate it. Sometimes I can get these headaches where it's like people sending me negative energy. And sometimes I can get these headaches where it kind of feel like it's a download, but it's kind of taking some time. It's kind of like taking me a minute to process it because it's a little heavy. So it kind of just depends. But for some of you, you could be getting crown chakra downloads and activations. I'm seeing 555. So again, these are, expect to get downloads about changes or things that need to be changed. Expect to get downloads on what's transforming and what's shifting, regardless of if it's within yourself or within your finances or like your home life or your security life or whatever. Okay, especially during Pisces season, I'm kind of hearing. For some of you, where you might be like a breadwinner in a home, or you might be like somebody that your family kind of asks for money on, you're being advised to find a balance because things in March will be highlighted for you, or allow the things that are highlighted for you in March to allow you to find a balance, if that makes sense. There could be some things that like you need to find a balance on when it comes to March, especially when it comes to your family. So if you're the breadwinner and you don't want always the stable one, but then people constantly asking you for help, this is not the time. Yeah. Look what just fell out. Deceit and woman holding a heart. Third chakra down at the bottom of the deck. And I was just saying that. You might be the breadwinner. You might be the one that people always asking for help. This is not the time to be doing that. Things will be highlighted to you in the month of March during Pisces season. You are protected with this 444. I'm saying 444. You are protected. So your divine team is letting you know again that, hey, This is what's happening. Somebody is trying to take advantage of you, and it does feel like in Pisces season. Don't be shocked if something comes to light where you realize that something or somebody is taking advantage of you. A woman holding a coin. This could also be given around like a earth sign. So you could maybe be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You could have this in your chart. This is someone who's taking advantage of your niceness. You know what I'm saying? And they're very confident in how they do it. You know what I'm saying? This might be somebody who, again, uses love and plays on your heartstrings because they're confident enough to know that person watching is going to fall for it. So this is a time also, a message, and also to say in March, making sure you're not falling for people who just having a sob story. We all got a motherfucking story. So what? So what? You feel me? And again, I guess this just is what comes with that, right? Self trust. If you have your intuition in March and you feel like, I think this person is taking advantage of me, do what brings you peace. Go with your peace of mind. If you feel like, okay, I want to keep helping this person, but it don't feel right. It feel like they just using me. It feel like they only call me when they need something. It feel like they just trying to play on my heartstrings. Listen to that. Go with what brings you peace. And if telling this person no helps you sleep better at night, tell these motherfuckers no. Get yourself out of this cycle of constantly helping people who, again, really only are deceiving you anyway. The deceit card came out right with the woman holding a heart card. So this is someone who is deliberately playing on your heartstrings. Someone that is deliberately trying to make you feel guilty or feel bad because, oh, this is just what it is and just is just what it ain't. Again, this is what just flipped back over. Listen to your discernment. Listen to the downloads. You are not dumb. Things are being illuminated and enlightened for you on this journey. But it's for you to find a balance. You cannot give away. If you give away, like, one thing I hate to hear people say that I've learned, and I'm happy I kind of learned from, and then I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna move on to the tarot part. um, is I hate when I see people say, "Oh well, my biggest flaw, my biggest this or that or this and this is because I would give people my very last and the shirt off my back," and I've kind of learned to stop doing that. Because again, if you the type of motherfucker that's gonna give the person your last and you like, oh, I just love people so much to where I give them my last and I'll just have nothing. But then when you have nothing and you need somebody to give you something, where the fuck do these people be at? Nowhere. God said be a blessing amongst others. God didn't say be a fucking idiot. Damn. And that's just something you kind of got to learn. Now, if you know that that's what you're supposed to do, I ain't talking about the homeless person on the street. See, that's what people be getting fucked up at. You don't want to get a homeless person on the street your last dollar, and they homeless. But you'll give it to your fucked up ass cousin who wouldn't give you two nickels to rub together. Because that's your fam, and not just because I got to look out for fam. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't. They do not. I feel like that was something I've always learned just in my upbringing from my mother. She's so loving and caring and giving. But then it's like, child, you giving to people who would spit in your face. And then want to be upset when you need stuff and people don't be there for you. Yeah. In March. What do we have in March? Give me something for March for my people watching. Hold on. Okay, I could tell the savings, daylight savings, got to be around though, cause it's still bright as hell outside. Okay, give me some, give me some tarot. What do we need to know? What do we need to know from March? You might lack the confidence to move away from something and have faith in something. And this is a sign to really tell you, this is a sign or a reminder to not be nervous to do something. You might feel like you don't have the confidence to do it in March, to walk away from something and to just kind of have a leap of faith in what it is you're doing, to release the baggage. But in order to release the baggage, you'd have to like actually do the work. And it's like, for some of you, I'm seeing you want to release the baggage, but you also not doing the work. So again, this kind of makes me feel like come into the things that bring you peace, right? If you at the job and the job don't bring you peace, let it go. If you giving money to somebody and they taking advantage of you and you feel like this ain't really giving me no peace of mind, I'm really kind of fucked up about the fact that I feel like they taking advantage of me, but I'm still do what I gotta do anyway, let it go. If this is a relationship that you find yourself in, a baby daddy, baby mama situation, anybody in your actual family where you feel like these people are not bringing me peace, this is time to let it go. This is the time to actually do that. What I just say? What I just say? What did I just say? I can't make this shit up. Hair font is reversed. Yeah. It's time to really start adjusting some of our beliefs. Is what I'm hearing. It's time to really start adjusting some beliefs and really start aligning some of these beliefs with, again, things that make you happy, things that bring you peace, bring things that make you feel good. This is the time to really trust into what it is that's happening for you right now. Let's see with this self-trust card. I feel like, I know I saw it already, but I feel like it was meant for me to kind of read something out of it. It says, don't doubt yourself. You can trust yourself. Developing self-trust is a necessary part of positive growth. You will be able to succeed in your goal if you believe in yourself. Sometimes you need to say no. There may be times in our lives when we doubt ourselves and even perhaps hand our power over to others. Self-trust is such an important thing to develop. It builds our confidence, excuse me. And ain't that what I said? It builds our confidence. Sometimes you need to say no. It builds our confidence. Let me read that again. Self-trust is such an important thing to develop. It builds our confidence and makes our decisions easier. Sometimes it is necessary to say no to someone even though that person would like us to say yes. Self-trust, the ability to know what is best for us and what our capabilities are, helps us cope better, in situations like being bullied or pressured into doing something that we are not sure that we want to do. While Rhiannon teaches us, this is the shadow side. While Rhiannon teaches us to trust ourselves, she does not encourage overly risky behavior. It is important to stretch your capabilities in order to learn how to handle new situations. But you cannot presume you can easily handle something difficult without any practice, experience, or notice. It is one thing to trust that you are capable of passing a test, but it is another to presume you can pass a test without effort or studying. I feel like this literally aligns with what I just said. Sometimes you need to say no. Then I said that for some of you, you have some family members, it's somebody in your family, some people in your family, some people who feel like family that's asking you for stuff, and you need to say no, but they playing on your heartstrings. And it's really fucking with you at night where you feel like, I really think these people be da 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 da. But see, you might be trying to rationale with yourself, or you might not really be able to trust what it is that you're feeling. Self-trust, like I said, self-trust builds the confidence. It's your self-trust that helps you make a decision. It's the trust in yourself that says, oh, I know I can pass this with the right amount of effort and studying. I know that this person is taking advantage of me. I don't need a second opinion. I just saw an affirmation for myself today that was like, I don't need opinion, I give it. I don't need permission, I give it to myself, right? This feels a little bit similar. Whereas, like, again, you don't need a second opinion. You trust what you already know. You need to trust what you already know. You know that these people might be taking advantage of your niceness. You just have to trust that. You already know that this job is wearing and tearing on you and is bringing more chaos than it is peace. But see, you might still be scared, acting like, oh, well, I don't have the confidence to walk away and actually have faith and have hope that everything is going to work out perfectly fine for me. Because, see, you still maybe having some struggles with some self-trust. I knew it had to be a reason I felt like I needed to read that. That was it. I feel like I'm guided to kind of read self-trust for a reason. So again, for a lot of you, you need to learn how to say no. And for some of you, again, you just need to work on having better self-trust. Working on self-trust also lets you know when it's time to say no. Where it's just like, I don't feel comfortable with doing it. Right? How many times do we want to say no about something and we end up actually going for it? You never really stand your ground. You never really tell people, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that, or that's a boundary for me, or no, I don't want to loan you this, no, I don't want to help you do that, no, I don't want to share, right? So learning how to trust in yourself, learning how to follow your gut, knowing how to go with what makes you peace, is what gives you peace is going to be a main theme. What are we saying no to in March? Is the question. Who are we saying no to in March? Is it external or is it internal? Are you saying no to some of your own ways of thinking? Because again, sometimes you need to say no was the word, but that don't always apply to motherfuckers who want your coin. Sometimes you need to say no to yourself. Sometimes you need to say, no, we're not going to skip the gym today. No, we're not going to talk to ourselves like that. No, we're not going to speak negatively about our day. It's a bad day, not a bad life. It's a fucked up situation, not a fucked up person. Right? They all said, I took my lesson. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning that. Okay, well, but that's something for me to say no on. No, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell myself that people don't really like me like that. People love me. I'm actually very likable. But it's up to me to really believe that and to like really tell myself no when I start perceiving it as like, oh, people don't like me. Because now I'm starting to move away with them. Man, I don't even know if they really like me or not. I'm just something I'm telling myself. Sometimes people do want your coin. And sometimes cousin Vinny ain't just really fucked up like that. Sometimes cousin Vinny really is just trying to manipulate you and guilt trip you. Oh, you really not gonna give me no money this time. I mean, you know I'm good for it. I don't give a damn. You've been good for it for the past 3 years. I need you to just get it together. I need you to just stop asking. It ain't even about being good for it no more. We know you good for it. When are you gonna actually get your life together to where you don't need to be in my pockets no more? So now I can just be happy and be at peace with my own motherfucking finances. Learn how to actually say no so you can have the confidence to walk away from things that actually are no longer serving you. This is about confidence in yourself this month. This is about trust in yourself this month. Trusting that you can do it. Trusting that you will do it. Trusting that there is better. Trusting that you are enough. Trusting that when you say no, it's fine. You don't even got to worry about, oh, well, what if they get mad at me? What if they, okay, well then fuck them. If they get mad at you for saying no, they never fucked with you anyway. How about that? Another one bites the dust. Keep them coming. You don't want nobody around you that don't really care about you. Come on now. What type of energy is that bringing? You want people around you that's really real, that's really authentic, not people that's around you because you're giving them this, giving them that, or appeasing them. What are we saying no to? Who are we saying no to? What cycles are we breaking this month? How are we letting go of the chaos to usher in some peace this month? And how are you bringing peace to your own self this month? Thank you for watching my channel. I deeply appreciate it. If you got this far, I really, really appreciate it. And like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if this resonated with you. My name is B, just in case if I forgot to mention it in the beginning, and or if you forgot, if I did get to say it. Like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments. I think I already said that. Drop down below in the description box. Follow us on Patreon. Join our family over there. How you can find me on other platforms, you can also find me down below in the description box. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I'm gonna get out of your hair. And yeah, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Talk to y'all later. Bye.